Hello, today I'm going to tell you about Australia and some facts about Australia. Australia is the smallest of the 7 continents on Earth. The first people to discover and settle Australia about 50,000 years ago were the ancestors of the Aboriginal Australians. The discovery by the Europeans was a long time coming. It was not until 1606 the Dutch and Spanish explorers landed on the continent. In 1770, James Cook, colorful figure in British colonial history, was in search for the predicted Great South Land. He came across the vast stretch of unknown land when he arrived on the east coast of Australia, and in the usual blunt British fashion, he claimed the territory for the British Crown. Between 1788 and 1868, the British used Australia as a penal colony. Australia became independent from the United Kingdom in several stages. Only in the 3rd March of 1986, Australia achieved a complete independence from Britain. Including the adjacent islands of Tanzania, Australia covers an area of 7,692,024 square kilometers, which corresponds to about 5.6% of Earth's landmass. Oceania. There is a variety of definitions of Oceania. The most plausible is to denote the insular area in the Pacific Ocean, east of the maritime Southeast Asia, in the Australia and the west of South America. There are 14 independent countries and number of dependent territory. Oceania covers an area of about 100 million square kilometers. This is about 1/5 of the Earth's surface area. By far the largest country by the area in Australia with 7,692,024 square kilometers, followed by Papua New Guinea with 462,840 square kilometers. The smallest independent country in Oceania is the island nation of Nauru with 21 square kilometers. Australia or New Zealand, sometimes referred to as Australias. Australia is known as the smallest continent on Earth. The country has an area of 7,692,000 square kilometers, making it slightly smaller than the contiguous United States. According to its population clock, 25,679,630 people live in Australia. New Zealand is a geographically isolated island nation in the Southern Pacific, situated about 2,000 kilometers southeast of Australia's east coast. 4.7 million people live in New Zealand. The country consists of 2 main islands, known as the North Islands and the South Islands. Melanesia is a region in the Western Pacific Ocean to the east of south of New Guinea Islands. Its northern boundary is the equator. The area includes the islands of New Guinea, the Bismarck Archipelago, 4 independent countries, Vanuatu, the Solomon Islands, Fiji and Papua New Guinea, and the French dependency of New Caledonia. Many islands of Melanesia are volcanic origin in the belong of the Pacific Ring of Fire. In 2019, an estimated 10.7 million people live in Melanesia. Micronesia is a region in the western Pacific Ocean, north of Melanesia and north and west of Polynesia. Its southern boundary is larger along the equator. The area includes the Mariana Islands, the Federation States of Micronesia, the Republic of Palau, the Marshall Islands, and the western portion of the Kiribati Archipelago. In 2019, an estimated 537,000 people live in Micronesia. The term Polynesia refers to the vast region of Central Pacific Ocean to the east of Micronesia and Melanesia. The ocean section contains the easternmost of the Pacific Islands, including New Zealand, the Cook Islands, Hawaii, the Marquise Islands, Samoa, and French Polynesia. In 2019, an estimated 2 million people live in Polynesia. The island world of Oceania is divided into Australia, a country and Earth's smallest continent; Zealandia, a microcontinent which includes the island country of New Zealand; New Guinea, the 2nd largest island on the planet; the Pacific Islands, thousands of islands in the Pacific Ocean divided into Melanesia, Micronesia and Polynesia. An estimated 42 million people live in Oceania, about 0.56% of the world's population. The most populous country in Oceania are Australia with 25 million people and Papua New Guinea with 8.5 million. Many different languages were spoken in Oceania before the arrival of Europeans. The major languages spoken today in Oceania are based on English, some French-based Creole, some Japanese, Aboriginal and Torres Straits Islander languages, Melanesian, Pidgin, Gawaiian, Polynesian language, Tahitian and Maori. Highest point, Puncak Jaya or Carson's Pyramid in the Papua province of Indonesia on the islands of New Guinea is at 4,884 meters, the highest mountain in Oceania. Mauna Kea at 4,207.3 meters above sea level of the islands of Hawaii is Oceania's second highest peak. Mount Kosciuszko at 2,228 meters in New South Wales is the highest mountain in Australia. The largest lake in Oceania and Australia is theoretical Lake Eyre in the South Australia, a seasonal lake with a surface area between 8,000 and 9,500 square kilometers. The longest single river in Oceania is the Maury at 2,508 kilometers. For a long distance, the river forms the border between Australian states of Victoria and New South Wales. About 35% of the Australian continent is dry. Most of the interior, known as the outback, receives so little rain that is practically a desert. The several named Desert Australia. The largest by area is the Great Victoria Desert, followed by the Great Sandy Desert, the Tanami Desert, the Simpson and the Gibson Desert, and the Strazelki Desert. Goodbye! In the next video we will discuss about countries and cities.